think what has to happen is a permanent commitment that we are going to take the time and the energy in the long term to make this argument about why limited government and free enterprise is the right answer to their desires, to their aspirations. So I am concerned because there's this growing demographic in America who I think at a minimum we should be competitive in, and we're not. And there's a reason for that. We've got to find out what that reason is. But more importantly, we have to commit to telling our story consistently and more effectively and over a period of time, not just on one issue or one election.
Does that mean you'll be telling the story as Mitt Romney's running mate?
No, that's a very... first you hypnotize me, then you ask me. No, you know, look, look, I'm flattered by all of that, but the truth is we have a plethora of very talented Republicans, of people who have served for long periods of time at different branches of government. And there's so many really highly talented people out there who I think would do a great job. And
are you saying you're too inexperienced to be vice president?
What I'm saying is, well, look, the bottom two things on that. Certainly, I'll be more experienced next year than I am this year, but I think that's true for all of us. I'm not new to politics. I served 9 years in the Florida legislature. I've been here a year and a half, had a pretty high-profile campaign. I'm older than I look. I know I'll be 41 this year, but I feel 42. But no, that's not the point. The bigger point is that we've got a lot of really talented people and out there that Mitt Romney can get to pick from. And I think a lot of them, you know, Senator Rob Portman, would be phenomenal choices for vice president. And that's where I would encourage them to look at, because I'm enjoying my service in the Senate.
If asked, will you say no?
Yeah, I don't want to be the vice president right now. And
so
maybe ever.
If Mitt Romney asks, you will say no?
Yes. But, you know, he's not going to ask. That doesn't work. He's watching this interview, so he'll know. Look, the bottom line is I really want to do a good job in the Senate. I mean, I think the Senate is a very valid place to shape and drive American policy. Foreign policy, which I enjoy deeply. The issues we're talking about now. If I were running for vice president, I would have to answer questions about my dog.
Maybe so, but
both candidates are answering questions about dogs these days.
So let me role play this for just a second, because you gave a very lengthy answer that Mitt Romney might find not only persuasive, but
no product placement in this one?
No.
All right.
Something he may really respond to, and he may say to you, Senator Rubio, look, I saw your answer about how we connect and what our problem is with the Latino community in our country. You're the solution. I need you to run with me. Our party needs you to run with me. You're still going to look him in the eye and say no. You're still going to say no.
This guy,
you will still say no. Even
I'll travel anywhere in the country and deliver that message as this junior senator from Florida.
But you'll say no.
Yeah, look, my answer hasn't changed, and I really think that in the United States Senate I can have an impact. And I hope, here's the truth, okay, I hope that we have a greater sense of urgency in the Senate. I was asked yesterday on the train, you know, what's the first year been like? And I really like the people I serve with in the Senate. There's an old joke that when you first get there, you look around and say, my goodness, how did I get here? Look at so-and-so, he's so famous, and so-and-so, he's so famous. And after about 6 months, you look around the room and say, how did they get here, you know? But I haven't had that sense. I really like the people I serve with on both sides of the aisle. I've made some really good relationships with individual senators. It's a lot of fun the times we can work together on some issues. But I really am concerned about the lack of urgency in our country on some of the issues we face, because I'm so up. The 21st century should be more the American century than the 20th was. Everything is going our way around the world, everything, in terms of what we want the world to look like in the 21st century. This can be every bit the American century, not just in America. This time it can be the American century all over the world.